Hi, my name is Casey. I'm the editor of the mobileandembedded.org community website. And I'm here today because Sun recently announced a contest called the Java Mobile Application Video Contest. And for this contest, participants are asked to enter a short video displaying a mobile application or a service that they or somebody they know has created and sort of showing off all of its perks. So we here in my group decided to kick this contest off with an unofficial entry of our own. So we put together some ideas for developing a mobile application. And we sort of huddled and we went over a list. I have a few of them here. We thought, well, maybe we'd do a hangman game, but we thought that was kind of blah. And or a golf scoring application of some kind, because one of our members in the group is an avid golfer. But we ruled that out, and then maybe thought maybe an RSS feeder reader, but why would we build another one of those? Or a mortgage application, but that really didn't sound like a lot of fun. So finally we were kind of inspired by a memory of a 1970s kids game called Simon, where that involved both an audio and a visual component. And so today we're going to walk you through that application. I'm going to turn it over now to Eileen, who's a visual designer, and she's going to talk to you about the visual design phase of the project.
Hi, I'm Eileen, the visual designer on this demo app. And I created some different skins, we call them, for us to review and choose for the app. We had a lot of fun brainstorming, so I hope you like what we came up with. I'm going to show you that now. The original game had 4 colored shapes, and they lit up, and they each had a sound associated with them. So here you see 4 colored shapes, and they happen to be crabs because I thought it would be kind of funny to do this as a first sample for everyone to review. So we did have a lot of fun with that, but that was into this kind of a design which mimics the original game more, and then we modeled it threw on some lighting and stuff and made it look more dimensional. But as we liked this a lot, but then we thought we do want to be more original than the actual game. Because I went on to some other ideas in a lot of sports. I have balls all over my yard and house. It was pretty easy to come up with an idea like this, sports balls. So then you see I moved the balls in a different position here and also scooted them in from all the sides because when you deploy this on the real app, deploy it on the real device, the status bar at the top and the menu bar at the bottom would be cutting off the graphics, so you want to remember that when you design your graphics. And lastly, we chose this guy here, pretty fun for a default skin with the 4 colors and in the same positions as the game itself.
Hi, so I'm Phil. I'm the web technologist on the Mobile and Embedded team, and I did the Java coding on this sample application. So we had some technical problems that weren't too much of a problem. I had to learn about service repaints. I hadn't done a Medlet in many, many years. I'm more familiar with J2EE. And also, it was so easy, the first rev, we put it on the device and it just worked that I thought we could get away without a simulator. So then I had problems mapping the commands to the commands of the device. But we also had some non-technical problems. And since Eileen has already gone, I can talk about the 17 final versions of the graphics because they had to be just right, but they turned out great, so it was worth it. So I used the NetBeans IDE with the mobility pack, and I also ran it on the Phoneme open source bits. And make sure you do that because there's an additional PlayStation 3 prize for entries that use that try to run or run on the Phoneme open source bits that you can get at www.mobileandembedded.org. So now I'm going to show it to you in the IDE and on the open source bits. Here's the application on NetBeans 5.5 with the mobility pack. It took maybe a couple days to develop. But then we had lots of iterations with the different graphics and sounds and versions that we tried on the device. I can run it on the emulator here that is provided by the Mobility Pack, and it just pops up, and you can launch the Midlet, and this is how the graphics show up on the emulator. Now, it won't look as good here as it does on the device because we customized it for the device itself. We're going to provide this at mobileandembedded.org as an open source application, and if you want to try different graphics, that would work great. And you might want to try SVG, that will automatically adapt itself to the size of the device to make it cross-device compliant. So I can just start it here, but you'll see it later when Eric shows it to you running on the device that we chose to target. So here you can see I'm just repeating the sequence, and if I get it wrong, it tells me that I got it wrong. Next, I'm going to show it to you running on our Phoneme open source bits. Okay. Like I mentioned, there's a special prize if you download the open source Phoneme MR2 bits and you run your Midlet on that version. So here I've installed it, and all you have to do is run the run Midlet command, and it opens up the open source emulator, and you open the application, and that's all you have to do to qualify for the open source.
Yes, because I have this Trio phone. Anyway, they said they wanted to show you an application, so let's do it.
I could play this all day, so I think I'll just hit the wrong key. And I lost that game. And you can see below we can start a new game, quit, switch skin, or look at further menu choices, which on the Trio are displayed up above.